You should be weird. A lot of people hear this and they automatically take it as an insult because a lot of people just tend to try to be like one another to gain whether it's validation, just friends, or I don't know, social standing. But I think this fear of being weird is not even just a modern day thing, it's always been present. Like, humans just are afraid of being weird. People in the past had to rely on others and large, well, not cities, but tribes, like way back in the Stone Age. And these people had tried to fit in, have a good personality, be good people overall. And the people who weren't, the people who were socially outed, and the people who were just, well, weird, were often kicked out of the tribes or just disowned. And whenever you leave that community as somebody who was in the Stone Age where mortality was extremely high, that the fear of being weird could get you killed if you weren't like everybody else, which is kind of like today, but you won't necessarily die because of it. But you will have increased like mental health problems if you're socially outed. I mean, unless you're an introvert, but I can't really speak because I'm like a hardcore extrovert. But for those people who are extroverts and they do like going out and talking to people, it's really hard to find a group whenever you're socially outed from every other major group. And it's mentally straining to find yourself and just be a different person from everybody else. Everybody today is wearing baggy jeans while in like 2018 people were rocking skinny jeans. You could not be seen wearing baggy jeans, otherwise you would have been made fun of for being weird. These weird ideas shape the future. Like, think about it in like just history. I mean, you have inventors, the Wright brothers who created the plane. We would not have any of that if they hadn't made a crazy weird idea. Papers during the time were constantly bashing on the idea of aviation as a whole, and they were weird enough to get it to actually work. Painters such as Picasso and Leonardo da Vinci. I'm not that good at doing this, so I don't know that many painters. But all of those beautiful artworks that they made were considered weird and bad at the time, but present day they're masterpieces. They are the best of the best in the art world. You cannot physically get better than those. So those weird ideas, even though it was a lot later on, were still considered a part of growth. Like, every single successful athlete, musician, entrepreneur started out awkward and inexperienced. I mean, this YouTube channel is, I'm not going to say it's a passion project or anything like that. I don't, I don't, this is only my second video, so you can't really go a lot of places from there. But I think that this YouTube channel, I've told probably about 30 people that this channel exists, and almost half of them have been like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay." But being strange isn't a disability in any way possible. It really and truly just comes down to how you use it. I feel like that sounds weird, but that's the best way I can describe it. I think if you actually, like, let's say you're inside of a community that people often find weird. Like, let's go, for instance, My Hero Academia. There are a lot of people in that community that are weird, but those weird people find solace in themselves, in other people like that in their community. You can have weird ideas. A majority of people will not like you for it. They might not, they won't believe in you. But there is a small 1% that will. There's people who are understanding. There's people who will believe in you over your life. And these people generally are what make big changes in history. Like, I can't think of any specific examples off the top of my head, but this weird group mentality that people have nowadays is extremely skewed. Like, think about it yourself. If you saw something on TikTok or YouTube or Reels, whatever you watch your stuff on, like there's some things that are just meant to make you cringe, but there's also some stuff that might actually have some meaning. There's this one dude on TikTok that I saw the other day. I'll put his name right here. And his video talked about how people aren't necessarily equal. And it was like a 10-minute video. It was mind-blowing. It actually made me think. It was impactful. And it was kind of crazy to think because for the last 300 years in America, equality has been everything. We've been fighting for equality and everything. And to just have one 10-minute talk about how people may not actually be equal to another person, that really changed it didn't really change my mind because I think all people should have basic rights and all of that. But to add like an extra layer of perspective, it was interesting to see that. If you're afraid of being weird, don't, because that's weird in and of itself. If you're weird, embrace it. Find people in your community that are like you. Let's say you have a very specific interest, like, I don't even know, just anime. There are tons of people. There are millions upon millions of people who enjoy that same exact thing. I mean, I love that. That is one of my favorite pastimes, to just watch anime. And I've constantly had people dunking on it and talking bad about it and talking bad about me because I watch it. And while I don't think it can shape history, it shapes me. As a person, you can grow from your own likes and interests. You can take a step forward and do something that you normally would never do or is considered weird in your mind. And most things that people find weird are really and truly things that they're not afraid of, but they just are too ignorant to do themselves. And I think that's an interesting thing to like believe in. And I think this whole fear of weirdness also branches from the just natural instinct to fear weirdness for survival. And there's really no problem with being weird nowadays. You won't die. Nothing bad can truly happen to you. People can say stuff, people can hate on you, but I mean, be weird. What truly is the worst that can happen? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. As a small content creator who's just starting out, the view, like any view to the end, means the world to me. So genuinely thank you. And if you have an account and all that, please do consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. But thank you for watching, and